religions.
He interrogated us based on what we believed in. Hey man, how y'all worship y'all God? Hey, we don't eat pork. We go to church on the Sabbath day. We don't pay tithes. You know, whatever the case. He questioned us.
Muhammad learned and exacted much from the Jewish religion.
He extracted from the Jews' religion. Okay, dang, y'all got a thing called Day of Atonement. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna call it Ramadan. What's going on, kinfolk? Say it again. Hey, what's up, kinfolk? The Jews, huh? You ever seen a Jew before? You never seen a Jew? You got a phone right there, right? Google Jewish man and just tell me what that picture like. Tell me, does it look like you or does it look like another race? Get Jeremiah 14:2 and Song of Solomon 1:5. Did you Google it? What it look like? That's me and you on there? Jewish man. Yeah, what that look like right there? That look like me and you? They say those are the Jews. The Israeli man. Do that look like me and you? Okay. So we're going to see what the Jews look like. But you on point. I don't know what you just searched for. But watch this. Jeremiah 14:2. What the Jews really look like.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah murdered.
So right now we're reading about the Jews during the time of the Bible, right? Read.
And the gates thereof language. They are black.
What color are the Jews?
They are black and to the ground.
What do we say we is, man? Do we say we what? What we say? Black. We say we black, right? The Jews say that they black. Let's get Song of Solomon 1:5. You ever heard of King Solomon? The wisest king of all time. Let's see what he looked like. Watch this.
The book of Solomon, chapter 1 and 5. I am black.
Whoa, what did Solomon say?
I am black.
What Solomon said, bro? He said he black. But the problem is, why we go to church and they don't never read this to us, that all these people was black people. They don't never read that in church, right? They say everybody look like this right here. These are the Christians, right? This is Jesus, right? Matter of fact, they say that that's Jesus.
Right.
You think that's Jesus? We just read the Jews was black, and what tribe was Jesus from, you know? Hebrews 7, real quick, I'm gonna show you, because we gotta prove all things. If you go to a Christian or a pastor and ask him specific questions based on life or based on the Bible, he gonna close that book and he gonna make you feel real good about yourself, and we can go out here and get killed tomorrow in sin, because Christ coming back to kill sinners. You understand that? Watch this though. Hebrews 7:14. What tribe was Jesus Christ from? Read that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident.
So it's evident. They got the proof. They got the records. Read.
That our Lord sprang out of Judah.
What tribe Christ come from?
That the Lord sprang out of Judah.
And we just read that the Jews was black, right? Okay. Revelation 1 and verse 14. We're gonna see a lot of murders, a lot of crime that happens on the Sabbath day. Because a lot of people should keep this day holy, but we don't know that. A lot of people gonna keep tomorrow holy, Sunday worship. Which they got that from this guy right here. They taught us religion, they never taught us the Bible. But watch this, Revelation 1 and 14.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now I want you to look at these pictures. All of these are one person, but is his hair white like wool? The white, it ain't even white in color, and the texture's not woolly, right? What about him over there? White and woolly. What race of people walking around with hair like wool? Black people. Especially look at them two brothers right there. They got hair like wool, man. And they don't even know they got Jesus hair on their head, man.
Right.
Somebody tell them that they hair nappy, but they got God hair on their head. You understand that?
Yeah.
But keep going. Watch this.
As white as snow.
You see that brother with that white tee on? He's got a white beard on his face, just like Jesus Christ, right? But here, get to the point.
His eyes was a flame of fire.
Look at this guy's eyes, man. Is his eyes like a flame of fire? He got blue eyes, man. Look like the ocean, right? Make you want to take a dip, right? That ain't eyes like a flame of fire. Keep going.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
But Jesus Christ had feet that look like fine brass. Now, what color is brass? Brown, right? You ever seen a penny?
Right.
Yeah. The color of this right here.
Right.
Brown, right? Now, hold it just for a second. Now, looking at this brown, and looking at his skin, they almost the same shade, right? So it's letting you know that they already know that Jesus Christ is a black man. But let's just say that's not enough. You can turn around. Dashiki. Keep going.
As if they burn in a furnace
So if you take this brown and you burn it in a furnace, what color is it gonna be now? What's going on, my brother? Dark brown, right? And what do we call dark brown people? Black, right? So Jesus Christ is a black man according to the Bible. Hey, what's going on, my brother?
Y'all alright, bro?
Yeah, man. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
You dressed different, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You dressed different too.
See, I'm dressed different too?
I like it.
Already.
Yeah.
What you believe in, man? You believe in the Bible?
It all depends.
All depends. What you believe in, though, man?
All depends on what I'm reading, what I'm studying.
What you studying?
Some of it.
Yeah. What about you believe in the Quran? What you believe in? The Quran? Now I have a question for you. In the Quran, where do we come from in the Quran? The black man. Are we in the Quran?
The black nation.
The black nation?
Yeah.
But the Quran was given to a race of Arabs, and we're not Arab.
No, not really.
It was.
No.
What was Muhammad?
He black African descent.
Give me that Babylon and Timbuktu. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, he's black African descent.
African descent. Now Africa is a huge continent, right here.
You say Africa, but
Yeah.
from Kemet. From Kemet.
Muhammad was not from Kemet. He wasn't from Kemet. He was from Arabia.
That's a black nation at the time.
Now everybody on earth was black.
Yes.
But they wasn't all us, the Negro.
No.
For instance, you got black Arabs today.
Yes.
They not me and you. They hate you. They got you in slavery over there in Yemen right now. Yemen and Morocco, parts of Saudi Arabia. We're in slavery today.
I agree with her.
Now, the Indians with the red dots, the Hindus,
Yes.
are we Hindu? We not the same people. Kamala Harris was a quote-unquote a Hindu or Indian. She never claimed to be black.
I agree with you because we all God. It don't make us the same.
Exactly.
We're not the
So,
same.
just saying that Muhammad was dark-skinned, which he may have been, but he was an Arab, and he had us in slavery also.
Well, that's true. I
But
agree with that.
here's the point. Here we go.
Page 45. When Muhammad born, many Arabs were still worshiping the sun.
So,
Yes.
Muhammad, right?
Yeah.
He was an Arab, but before Muhammad, they wasn't into monotheism. He brought monotheism.
Right, I agree.
They had a God for every day of the week.
Yes, indeed.
So he came with the Quran, and they believed in one God. They call him Allah, right?
Exactly.
Here's the point. Watch this.
When Muhammad was born, many Arabs were still worshiping the sun, stars,
Yes.
spirits, and
Yes.
idols.
Yes.
So son, they still got the crescent
Yes.
moon and all that on their thing.
Time we go back a little further ahead to Akhenaten.
Say it again.
Go all the way back to Akhenaten.
Okay, all right. And we'll go back. All of that's idols. It's idolatry.
He was the one that changed that idea.
He's make believe too.
Yeah, but he changed.
But we getting to the
that
point. We getting to the point though.
Right.
But I agree, monotheism. But here's the point.
The Arabs possessed 360 idols,
They did.
one for each day of the year.
idea.
So wait a minute. So before Muhammad, they were into Islam then. What was Allah then? When they had 365 gods, they didn't have Allah. They had a bunch of gods.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the point. Here's the point. All right. Here's the point.
Down. After Muhammad became a camel driver, he traveled to remote and
So Muhammad's job was a camel driver, just like Paul was a tent maker, Luke was a physician.
Yes, he was.
Muhammad was a camel driver, right? Let's see what he did being a camel driver, right? Just today they got Uber drivers, right? Let's see what Muhammad was doing.
he traveled to remote and intriguing lands. He led his caravan to Persia, Syria, and to Egypt,
So he went to all these different places, right? Let's see what he did.
transacting business with merchants of every kind. On his business trip, he met Jews.
He met what?
He met Jews.
Who the Jews is? So-called blacks, right? That's us today. He met us. We were over there in those lands at
Yes,
this time,
exactly.
right? But let's see what he did from us when he met us.
He met with Jews, Christians, and members of the sects. And
The Christians too. That was us too. The Jews and Christians, they the same thing. But here's the point.
he interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religions.
He interrogated us based on what we believed in. Hey man, how y'all worship y'all God? Hey, we don't eat pork. We go to church on the Sabbath day.
Right.
We don't pay tithes. You know, whatever the case. He questioned us.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Muhammad learned and exacted much from the Jewish religion.
He extracted from the Jews'
Yes.
religion. Okay,
Yes.
dang, y'all got a thing called Day of Atonement.
Yes.
I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna call it Ramadan, right? Y'all don't worship idols. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna worship an idol, right? Because they call it Mecca. The stone's supposed to fall from heaven and they walk around and
Right.
make a Hajj.
Yeah, the Kaaba.
Yeah, the Kaaba, right?
Yeah.
Which is make believe also. That was a slave market before the Kaaba, right?
Exactly.
But here's the point. Watch this.
Right.
And compounded it with his new religion.
Whoa.
with his new religion, Islam.
Because once again,
But it's
before
nothing new.
Muhammad,
Islam is
it
nothing
is new. It is new.
Not really.
Before that, they had 365 gods. He switched it and said, hey, I got this new book, the Quran. I'm going to worship one God, Allah, right? I stole it from the Hebrews, but this is something new. It's a new religion.
But they already had it.
They had 365 gods.
But the Hebrews already had that.
No, we didn't have no Allah. We ain't had no Allah.
Muhammad
I'm listening.
Did nothing. He did nothing new. They hadn't already did.
We just read that the Arabs was worshiping 365 gods and they called it Islam. When Muhammad came, they had Allah and they had the Quran. So that's new. What we not understanding, huh? Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? That's new?
Allah is not the word. The name Allah is not.
Allah is Arabic for God. Okay, cool.
It's a little bit heavier than that.
But it's not the same thing as the God of the Bible. Because I have a question for you.
But that's all. That's the same.
I got a question for you. I got a Quran right there too. We're gonna pull it out in a second. But I got a question for you. Go. In your Quran or in the Arabs' religion, why did the black man go into slavery on ships? What does the Quran say about that? You tell me
Why
that.
they go and say shit?
Yeah, why did only us, out of all the races, out of all the races on the earth, greed?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Greed.
The black man went to slavery on ship because of greed. Everywhere that we went, because for instance, we scattered all up in here, we scattered
He
here.
went and say.
Huh?
Why you tell me?
I'm glad you asked that. Go to Deuteronomy 28:6. We're going back to that Quran, but Deuteronomy 28:6, verse 15 first, and this is why we went into slavery on ships. But watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass.
You heard of Moses?
Yes.
You heard of Moses? Moses? What's Moses famous for? Make sure we're on the same page. What are he famous for?
Torah.
The Torah? Okay, good. What else? What did he do? He told Pharaoh, let my people go. They parted the Red Sea and all the Israelites walked out of Egypt because they were slaves in Egypt, right? They was crying and praying to God. He sent Moses to free his people, right? You familiar with that story? All right, cool. A little bit? All right, come on, watch this.
But it shall come to pass that they will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So if the Israelites don't listen to the voice of their God, read,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
if they don't do all the commandments and
I
statutes,
agree.
here's the point. This is what's going to happen.
that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
The Israelites were going to be cursed for not keeping the commandments of God. Now, we're going to see, because I know you're trying to run. Verse 6 to 8. This is a curse that you're going to know, because I asked you, why did they go into slavery on ships? Let's see.
Verse 6 to 8. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's going to send them into Egypt again. Now, remember, the land of Israel is, I'm upside down, right here. The land of Israel is right here. Egypt is right here. All of this is Africa, by the way.
Yes.
But we're in the land of Israel, and this is Egypt. So watch this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
I'm going to send you into slavery again with ships.
I agree.
This the Holy Bible saying that this is going to happen to the children of Israel.
That's right, I agree.
Now, why in the Quran doesn't it mention that? Because this is not our book. But he left us a message in the Quran. I'm going to read it to you. Watch this. This is second surah. But watch this. Here we go. Surah.
Verse 16. We did afore grant to the children of Israel.
Who?
The children of Israel.
The Arabs ain't claiming to be the children of Israel. That's talking about us. This is a message for us inside this book, right? To leave this book alone and go back to our book.
I understand.
But here's the point.
We did aforehand grant to the children of Israel the book, the power of the command, and the priesthood. We gave them for substantially things good and pure. We favored them above all the nations.
What did God what?
We favored them above all the nations.
We had more favor above all the nations. Like I said in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. But here, one more. I know you got to go. One more.
So why though? Still, why did they go on slavery?
Why did we go into slavery on ship? We're going to read it one more time. I'm going to show you. But we got to go to the Bible to prove it. Watch this.
2 Samuel 1 and 22. O children of Israel, call to mind this special favor which was bestowed upon you, and that I prefer you to all others.
So in the Quran, he still chose us above all nations. That's enough of that. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You gotta go, man? Read that Bible though, brother. Let that Quran go and read that Bible, alright? The Sabbath day is today, alright? Don't read everything. You don't need everything. All you need is the Bible.
What is a nation?